People first language. Using people first language focuses on the unique strengths and needs of an individual. This puts the person before the disability. Approximately 1 out of 5 people have a disability. Therefore, the chances are you know someone with a disability. This presentation includes things that are helpful to say instead of hurtful. First of all, people first language is not political correctness. It is not intended to avoid offense of a particular group. People first language demonstrates respect and good manners. This is when we just need to remember the golden rule. People first language changes how we see a person, therefore changes how a person will see themselves. Words are powerful. They are an invisible force that can positively or negatively impact attitudes towards others and self. We have to be mindful of the attitudes and actions generated by your words. This is a challenge to always find the right words. I believe Mark Twain quote says it best. The difference between the right word and the almost right word is the difference between lightning and lightning bug. Here are some tips to remember when speaking people first language. We need to emphasize the abilities. You might have heard someone say confined or restricted to a wheelchair. Instead, let's use a person who uses a wheelchair. We might say they can't talk or they are mute. Instead, use a person who uses a device to speak. We also need to avoid language that suggests the lack of something. We've heard people say that they are epileptic. Instead, we could say they are a person with a seizure disorder. We've heard lots of people say that they are disabled or handicapped. The better way to say is a person with a disability. We've heard the word midget. Instead, let's say a person with short stature. And finally, avoid offensive language. We might hear someone say crippled, lame, deformed. Instead, let's say a person with a physical disability. We've all heard people say that someone is slow, simple, or moronic. Let's focus on saying a person with an intellectual, cognitive, or developmental disability. And finally, insane, psycho, nuts. We've heard those words referred to people all the time. Instead, let's say a person with an emotional or a behavioral disability. We've all heard the phrase, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. We know this to simply not be true. Words are extremely hurtful. Therefore, let's think before you speak and use a people first language. Here are the references used to compile this module. Thank you.